Hey guys, good morning. I am very excited about today's BOGO. We're so lucky to get Roman chamomile for one day. So if you want to order the special, you need to order it quickly early this morning because it will definitely sell out. There's lots of people who've been waiting for this wonderful oil. So this is Roman chamomile. It smells almost a bit like, it's got a sweetish smell. I almost imagine it smells like honey. A honey flower, a slightly floral sort of honey sweet smell. It's absolutely divine. Okay, so I'll read to you first from my book about Roman chamomile. So obviously that's the chamomile flower, and there's lots of different types of chamomile, and this is Roman chamomile. So it's anti-inflammatory, anti-infectious, anti-spasmodic, calming and relaxing. So it's really it's known as the oil of peace, and its main property is calming. So I always say, this is your temper tantrum oil. When you're having a temper tantrum, if you just take a drop of this and inhale it and then rub it on your chest, it will stop it immediately. So yeah, it sort of like cuts through that like hysteria kind of feeling. I think in the emotions, it took you from feeling frustrated to powerful. So you imagine that young child, sort of toddler, super frustrated, and Roman chamomile just sorts that out. So that's amazing. Its historical use, it was traditionally used by the ancient Romans to give them a clear mind and empower them with courage for their battles. According to Roberta Wilson, chamomile was nicknamed the plant's physician because it supposedly cured any ailing plant placed near it, which is amazing. Yeah, its French medicinal uses were intestinal parasites, neuritis, neuralgia, shock, and nerves. Its other possible uses: chamomile neutralizes allergies, increases the ability of the skin to regenerate. Okay, so yesterday, and I'll post pictures on my group of this, my son was paddling in the bay. It was a heavy southeaster. I think I did the video there yesterday morning, Levi. And he got a big jellyfish in his top. He didn't actually know at first. We think it might have even been over his top, but under the thin wetsuit vest. And it felt like bugs were on him, and he tried to scratch and then pull away, and so we think either it was a big blue bottle that was inside, or it was a jellyfish that was on top and basically stinging him. Eventually he had to get off and try and wash water through, so we think it washed away. But by the time I collected him half an hour later, he lifted up his shirt, and I actually didn't, in the first photo, which was the before photo, it didn't, I don't know, I moved the camera so it was a bit blurred, but basically it was a big round area. It was swollen out about an inch, so it was like a big lump, bright red, and he said it felt like his skin was pulling apart. So he was having quite a very strong allergic reaction to whatever he had been stung by. I immediately just looked up stings, allergic reaction on the skin, and the oils for that was Roman chamomile, lavender, peppermint, melaleuca, and I think that was it, yeah, and Roman chamomile. So I put one drop, and myrrh, and we don't have myrrh in South Africa, but we have immortelle, and immortelle has quite a lot of myrrh in it, so I put a little bit of immortelle in, and I just put it in a bowl, one drop of each, and I put a squirt of fractionated coconut oil, and I rubbed his back every 10 minutes, and then you see the middle photo where the complete swelling is down 10 minutes later, and half the amount of redness, and 10 minutes on, it's almost totally gone. That's how quickly it works. So really a great one. Roman chamomile is used a lot in some of the Symphony of Cells as well, so it's a good one to just have around, especially if for emotions, that type of thing. Anyway, so skin neutralizes allergies, increases the ability of the skin to regenerate. It's a cleaner of the blood, and also helps the liver to reject poisons. It may help with allergies, bruises, cuts, depression, insomnia, muscle tension, restless legs, skin conditions such as acne, eczema, rashes, sensitive skin. Well, I can believe that after seeing what it did yesterday. For centuries, mothers have used chamomile to calm crying children, ease earaches, fight fevers, soothe stomach aches, and colic. It can safely and effectively reduce irritability and minimize nervousness in children, especially hyperactive children. I feel like a hyperactive child sometimes. Okay, aromatic influences. Because it's calming and relaxing, it can combat depression, insomnia, and stress. It eliminates some of the emotional charge of anxiety, irritability, and nervousness. Generally recognized as safe for human consumption by the FDA. Dilute 1 drop of oil in 1 teaspoon of honey or half a cup of beverage, not for children under 6 years old to be ingested. Blends well with lavender, rose, geranium, and clary sage. So the research is on anxiety and sleep, which was a study done in 2013. Anti-inflammatory properties, antispasmodic. Okay, so the anxiety and sleep study was with 56 percutaneous coronary intervention patients in an intensive care unit found that an aromatherapy blend of lavender and Roman chamomile decreased anxiety and improved sleep quality when compared to conventional nursing intervention. Amazing. Okay, so that's Roman chamomile. Let's have a quick look here. So it's very good for stress and shock. You would inhale it. For dry, irritated, and aging skin, you would apply to the area. To lower blood pressure, you would apply it over your heart or the back of the neck. Take it in a capsule. Sciatica, lower back pain, apply it to the area. Insomnia and overexcitement, you would apply to the back of the neck or diffuse. PMS and cramps, apply to the abdomen. Fevers and earache, apply to the bottom of the feet. Anger, irritability, and agitation under the nose. Parasites and worms can also be used for anorexia, to apply to the back of the neck or take in a capsule. Okay. So yeah, it just brings harmony in the emotional side, breaks negative patterns. So if you're in that, yeah, it brings harmony, it's calming, the oil of peace. Okay, so that is Roman chamomile. It's in a 5 ml bottle. It's very expensive. It's obviously difficult to harvest. Right, okay, so now we're going to go on to Copaiba. For those of you who know about Copaiba, there's some interesting articles about the cannabinoid receptors in our body and how Copaiba connects with those and really is very good for our overall health. I think most of you know about Copaiba, but if you are not using Copaiba and you don't have it, it really is absolutely worth getting. It is one that I reach for almost daily. So we use it in our family primarily for anxiety, stress, sleeplessness. We also use it for pain. So if you've got a headache or if you've got menstrual pain or muscle aches after you've exercised, you would apply Copaiba to the area. You could apply it on your temples, across your head, up your back of your neck for headaches. It was traditionally used for inflammation and respiratory problems and sinusitis. It's also very good for urinary tract problems. May also help with constipation, edema. It's just like an overall sort of, it's anti-inflammatory. That's its main property. So it's really good for the whole body systemically. It can elevate the mood and lift depression. It's very grounding. It's a very calming oil. It is the oil of power. So it takes you from feeling plagued to feeling directed. It helps you to let go of things. So if you imagine you can't sleep, you've got all these thoughts and you need to let go and just move into a place of being relaxed. That's what Copaiba is going to do. Loads of research for acne, antioxidants, anxiety, pain, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, skin, anti-cancer. There's loads of studies. If anybody wants me to take a photo of the medical research, I can send that to you. So that's just loads. I mean, I could just carry on reading, but I don't want to make the video too long. Let's just have a look here. Copaiba. Okay. So Copaiba is good for pain, inflammation, arthritis, gout, and muscle cramps. It's very good for liver toxicity and issues. You would take some in water. Tendinitis, plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, you would apply to the area. Respiratory issues, sore throats and tonsils, so really a good one to add in if you're starting to feel a little bit sick. Bedwetting and incontinence, you would apply to the abdomen or take in a capsule. Cancer, autoimmune disorders, colitis, intestinal infections, fungal and bacterial and viral infections, you can take in a capsule or apply to the area. Yeah, for my little ones, I also put Copaiba, not always, but I do put Copaiba into the diffuser sometimes. And interestingly, Copaiba is one that's safe with cats and dogs. So according to Dr. Janet Rourke, who's the veterinarian overseas doing a lot of work with essential oils, doTERRA essential oils and animals. So I have recently been using Copaiba on my little puppy. I have also used it on my cat who has anxiety issues. One of my cats has anxiety issues, and you would just take one drop on your hand. You can either dilute it, but if you have animals that are sensitive to the diluting, the oil, you can just basically rub one drop between your hands, let it sort of gas off a little bit, and then wait a bit, and then you can just pet them. So that's kind of nice. Or put one drop in the diffuser, which is really safe. So I hope you enjoy that. Get your orders in quickly because that one will sell out today for sure. Ciao.